Discord is not in the best of places with the gaming culture these days after the latest announcements of ID checks and verifications. Starting next month, Discord will lock certain features behind age verification unless a user completes either a face scan or an ID check. By default, every account will be placed into a limited teen style experience, which includes no access to age restricted or NSFW servers and channels, no ability to speak in stage channels, automatic filtering of sensitive or graphic content, safety warnings when receiving friend requests from people you do not already know, messages from non friends routed into a separate request inbox. And I can already tell you guys, just based off the initial announcements, they're hiding behind the "it's for your safety" line, as always. Won't anyone think of the children? When in reality, we already know this is just a push for either gathering more information on people or trying to monetize backroom deals, connections behind the scenes, or both, because it's never for your safety. To restore full adult access, users will have to confirm they're 18 plus using one of the following methods: a short selfie video used for facial age estimation, processed locally on the device and not stored on Discord. Trust me, bro. A photo of a government issued ID deleted after the verification process. Right. Do not trust Discord. This is classic. Pirate Nation, Discord got community noted on their own post when they announced it. Discord will soon be expanding teen safety protections because, again, won't anyone think of the children? Worldwide. Why worldwide, by the way? It's not a law in the United States. This is the whole thing we were fighting against. Madam Savvy, Chibi Reviews, Grums, myself, many people have been pressing against this, knowing full well that if this is something that gets pushed forward in Australia or the UK or even the EU in general, that it was going to be one of those, at least it's over there. But our bigger concern is once they implement it somewhere, they're going to try to go for everywhere. They're skipping that step and just saying we're going for everywhere now, including teen by default settings and age assurance designed to create a safer experience for teens. Where are the parents? Why do we need big corpo and big government to be the parents of these kids? We're also launching recruitment for Discord's first teen council. Oh, that's not questionable at all. Creating a space for teen voices to help shape our safety and well-being work. Applications are now open for U.S. teens ages 13 to 17. Oh my God. Learn more about these updates here. Discord/teen-safety. It's for the kids, guys. Trust us. We even say it's for the kids. That's how you know it's for the kids. Readers added context. Discord suffered a data breach in October of 2025. This is like, as of recording, this is like 4.5 months ago. Government issued IDs, which Discord is actively pushing to collect, were what was stolen as part of the data breach. But don't worry, guys. Trust them. This time it's totally different. I'm sure there's nothing to worry about here. Wario64, Discord will require a face scan or ID for full access next month. All accounts set to teen appropriate experience by default. Again, this is after they announced they're going public and after the KID stuff was going on in Australia and the UK, and after the United States was pushing back on it, and it's just going into place anyways. Autism Capital. New. Discord will require mandatory Face ID, biometric scanning, and ID verification for all users starting next month. It's time to return to the beginning, to a better time when chat apps were just chat apps. It's time to return to IRC. Autism Capital. Not only is Discord making Face ID, biometric verification, and ID scan mandatory for all users, but they are also launching a teen council and recruiting 13 to 17-year-olds to, quote, shape the future of Discord, aka indoctrinate another generation of brain-rotted lunatic lefties. Brain-rotted teens will now be making product decisions. It's over. Pirate Nation, remember about the Discord data breach reported in October 2025? Hackers gained access to a third-party customer support vendor used by Discord. Affected data includes around 70,000 government-issued ID images, passports, driver's licenses, submitted for age verifications or appeals. They want you to forget this, even though it just happened a few months ago, and I reported on it, and I was like, this is a devastating blow to the age verification. They will never be able to implement this. 4 months later, hey, we're implementing it. Emails, usernames, support ticket details, and partial payment information for users who contacted support. This is the Discord breach. Worse than expected, 1.5 terabytes of data, over 2 million government ID photos. Threat actor publishes some user data due to Discord's inaction. Wow. There it is, by the way. This is the Discord that you're trusting with your information. Preston Byrne, friend of the channel, incredible lawyer, and pushing back to keep free speech in America, says, overseas regulators must have turned the screws on Discord hard. I will simply stop using Discord over this, which, by the way, quick interjection, I would as well if I was not currently being sued by Alyssa Mercante. I feel like that's something that she's trying to gain access to and get information of the people in my Discord for whatever reason. I would gladly shut my Discord down immediately right now after this. Congress, could we get moving on a federal shield law, please? This is outrageous, and it's almost certainly downstream of a foreign regulatory threat. And I'm telling you guys, if there was any good alternative to Discord, it will take off after these announcements. He was quote tweeting Brianna Morello saying, just in, Discord plans to mandate biometric face scans or ID verification globally. Why globally, by the way? I have so many questions. Is it KID? How is this being utilized? Where's the money going? Why is it happening? Vlutrikal says, by the way, they indirectly confirmed with this update all the allegations about your messages being fed to AI to build a profile on you. It's worse than you thought. As part of this toolkit, holy shit. These words that they use as part of this toolkit, we are introducing age inference to help us determine with high confidence whether a user on our platform is an adult. We leverage technologies that help predict whether a user is an adult with high likelihood based on patterns of a user's behavior and other signals associated with their account on Discord. What is this toolkit? What are they searching? For many adult users, this means access to age-restricted content and features without needing to complete an explicit age verification flow. It's a straightforward way for us to maintain age-appropriate experiences. So it's not being mandated by law, and no one is asking for this. And parents like myself are perfectly fine with how it is right now, and you are pushing this forward. And there's no financial gain or World Economic Forum push behind it. You just want people's information out of the kindness of your heart. That's what you want us to believe. This isn't always perfect, but tune the model to be highly accurate. In the event that a user is placed incorrectly into the wrong age group, they can always reconfirm their age, remove the assigned age group through our age assurance flow, and update their experience accordingly, which, by the way, just give them a few days and they'll switch it again. I don't want to say that there's a direct implication here, but I did find this curious. Grimaldi says, Discord gets a new CEO, starts requiring your biometric data. The CEO is literally from Israel. Make of that what you will. Master of TDS, which he was on this from day one. They covered this in a video previously. I covered their video of it, and they knocked it out of the park. We said this was coming months ago. When a child safety regulation tighten, platforms don't debate. They comply or get fined into the ground. Now Discord is rolling out face scans, ID checks, and teen by default restrictions. This isn't the last platform. It's the beginning of the lockdown phase we warned about. And it's obviously not just them. This is a concern for anyone that sees exactly what's happening, to the point of we even have the wokey journalists taking issue with this. The Gamer. Discord is rolling out controversial age verification requirements worldwide. And shout out to Savvy, by the way. The people you call chuds have been fighting verification for a while now. You are welcome, by the way. No, so now you're on our side. Now that it's actually happening, you're like, oh, wait a second. They were right. The chuds were right again. Ramblings of a Filipino nerd said, also worth pointing out from the Verge article, Discord is already trying to soften the blow, claiming that they'll delete the ID info once done. Moreover, the majority of people, in quotes, wouldn't notice any change due to metadata, algorithms, etc. As if this is a consolation prize. The majority of people aren't going to see any changes to their experience at all. Kirsha reminding everyone, this is how you can beat their facial scan technology. This actually happened. And you can still do this to this day to bypass it. And you can't tell me, by the way, that kids can't figure this stuff out to get past it. So it doesn't do anything to stop them. All it does is get your data, gets your IDs, gets your information, send their license, send you their passport, send all your information to them. Hey, it's just to prove you're an adult, bro. Yeah, you can do that with this. So what's the real reason? And I can't help but think the real reason is because whether it's KID or whatever company they're partnering with, there's some sort of backroom deal, whether it's a governmental financial incentive, or you know someone at the company, or I don't know, someone in the government might be on the board of the company that you're using for the ID. And there's a lot of mafia tactics being used right now to ensure that things don't get worse, because you hate to see things get worse, right? This is complete BS. I don't know anybody that is on board with it. Nobody is asking for this. And yet here it is being dropped on everyone's lap right after Discord announces that they're going public, by the way. Very curious timing. But that's the Discord situation. Very curious to hear where you stand with Discord. If you have it and you plan on getting rid of it, if you have it and you're going to keep it because this isn't a big deal to you, or if you never use Discord and definitely won't anymore in the future. Let me know in the comments, and I will leave that one right there.